Hey everyone, it's Laura, and today we're going to talk about shoulder integration, which is so important in keeping our shoulders safe and strong, particularly when we're doing weight bearing with the upper body. So we oftentimes talk about this idea of rolling the upper arm bones back, and what I want you to do is actually experience this. So if you put your hands out in front of you and then palms facing down and just let the hands drop down. This is generally what's happening to our shoulders in a normal standing position. So what's happening is our shoulder heads, you can see mine, are kind of rolling forward, and we're actually pulling the shoulder blade away from the center of the back. It's subtle, but this is then coming into this concave position of the slouch, which often happens when we're working all day or even just walking around throughout our day unless we're really focused on it. So the option then is to take our hands back out and then turn the palms facing up. And you'll feel that that takes the upper arm bone and externally rotates it, which causes this whole shoulder girdle to rotate and integrate to the center of the back. So it's putting the shoulder blades literally more from the side of the body into the back of the body, which is where they technically belong, and creating this stable shoulder framework that will keep you safe in poses. So obviously we're not going to walk around with our palms facing up. So the cool thing about the arm is there's actually a double rotation. So I can keep this external rotation in the upper arm, which keeps the shoulder integrated, and still turn my palm facing down without losing that integration. So let me show it to you from the back. So we have this, right? So this is disintegrated, where we have the shoulder heads pulling forward, versus plugged in, upper arm bones back, shoulder blades squeeze in, creating safety of alignment. So a few things that you can see. The first thing is when I have my shoulder head rolled forward, when I come up and back and then roll through this way, that's about the extent of the mobility I have in my arm, versus if I have my upper arm bone back, I can come way up and around, and then when I come back and through, I can roll way back. And what that does then is when we're working with back bends, you can imagine, like if I have my upper arm bone back in a back bend versus forward, there's just more space because I have that greater range of motion. So that's what I want you to think about. We continuously say upper arm bones back or broaden across the collarbone, which is this cue to integrate the shoulders, get them pulled back where they belong, and then firm up the muscles that surround the shoulders and the upper back so that you have this stability. And you'll find that you can get much more length through the spine in a pose like downward facing dog, and that you'll start to really build the muscular strength of the biceps, which is a harder muscle to get to in yoga poses, and up into the shoulder. So I hope that was helpful for you. Looking forward to having that amazing integrated shoulder that I can see in downward facing dog, and also seeing your heart expand when you come into your back bend positions. Namaste.